Hi everyone, so this video is going to be very different from what I regularly do. It is going to be a review, if you will, of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7. I'm starting here with Episode 1. I'd like to put these videos up on Wednesdays. This is filmed on a Thursday. I'm probably going to get it up tonight, but I want to put these videos up on Wednesdays after Monday is the show and Tuesday is Untucked. So I have a full day to think about it and get it up. So let's just get into it. This season is Season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's pretty exciting. I've been watching since Season 3, and then I went back and watched 2 and 1, obviously, because what idiot wouldn't? I really love this show, everything about it. I really love drag and everything that has to do with it. And I just think it's a fun show. It reminds me of pageants a lot, actually, and I really enjoy that. And I just think it's a fun show to watch, and everyone should watch it, regardless of gay, straight, if you're into drag, if you do drag. It's just fun. It's a fun show to watch. So I suggest everyone tries to watch it at least once. If you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it again. But this season is Season 7, so the guest judges have changed this year. There's no more Santino Rice. I don't know how I feel about that. I like Santino and I didn't like Santino, but I really love Michelle Visage, so if she ever goes, the world's gonna end. But they have added Ross Matthews, whom I love. I love Ross Matthews. I don't know much about Carson Kelly, but I think he's gonna do a good job. He's very sassy from what I've seen. And this season's contestants, there's 14, and I'm going to read you the names and tell you what my general thoughts are. So Ginger Minj comes out and she says she's like a glamour toad, and I think the joke is she's short and like chubby. I think she's kind of fierce. I like her look, but I don't think she'll make it that far. We'll have to see how it goes, but from what I've seen, she's kind of funny. The next queen I have is Jaden Dior Fierce. I never really gave much thought to Jaden Dior Fierce. I know she is a big queen, and I always like the big queens, but they never make it far, which sucks, so I hope she makes it far. We'll see how it goes, but I like the way she looks, and so far I like her, but she kind of blends into the middle for me, so we'll see. Jasmine Masters. Now, Jasmine Masters, I've known before the show. I think she's really pretty. She has a really, like, feminine face, even out of drag. She has really big, juicy lips, and I think she's really pretty. I don't know how far she's going to make it. I didn't like her performance on the first episode, but I see a lot of spark in her personality, and I really enjoy her personality, so I'm excited to see more from Jasmine Masters. The next one we have is Candy Ho, and I don't think much of Candy Ho. I don't know. The first episode, the one that we're discussing today, she just kind of blended into the middle, and her beard showed, and it looks like she put more beard on, and an Untucked, oh my god, the look she got when she was doing that makeup, everyone was like, you gonna blend that? I think it was funny. But Candy Ho just kind of falls in the middle. She's probably going home soon. I'm sorry about it, but that's just my general thoughts. Katia. Okay, so I heard of Katia like a week before. Like, she was one of the queens I was interested in when I heard the cast. Katia is very like a Russian-like looking queen. I think her look is super unique and nothing I've seen before. People try and compare her to Willem, and I think that might be the jokes she tells and kind of like her personality, but I don't think she's anything like Willem. Willem is not Russian, first of all. Second of all, Willem makes way dirtier jokes. And third of all, Willem's my favorite queen in the entire world, and Katia falls in the middle for me. So there's that. Katia Davenport, I don't know if she is related in the house of, like, what's her name? Oh my god, why is it going away? Oh my god. Manila's, oh my god, Davenport. It's something, it'll come to my head, but I'm interested in that. She has a nice look. There's nothing quite intriguing to me yet, but I'd like to see more and find out more. Now, the next one we have is Max. I really, really like Max. I love the gray hair. I think my look today, even though it's Moran and the Diamonds inspired, looks kind of like Max's style. I really like, I don't know, she doesn't need to wear a lot of makeup. I think she's beautiful, and she has that Queen of England little touch, and I just think she's a pretty queen, and I'm excited to see her like succeed in this, because I know she's gonna do well. You can just tell by the air about her that she is like put together and she knows what she likes in her drag, and I really, really like her. The next one we have is Miss Fame. I actually knew Miss Fame before the casting was announced. I've watched her tutorials here on YouTube, and I think she is a fierce queen. She's the one to beat the season. She is going to win. Mark my words, she will win. She's the most polished queen I think I've ever seen come through here. She represents that supermodel look, and I think she is serving it to the T. She looks amazing. There's never anything wrong with her face. She is beautiful in and out of drag. I love her. I'm so excited to like see more of her personality, get to know her more on this season of RuPaul's Drag Race. I really like Miss Fame. The next one's Miss Katia Davis. I don't think much of Miss Katia Davis. I think she's kind of campy and funny, and if there's like a comedy challenge or like a skit challenge, I think she might do well. I think that's kind of like her thing. I don't know much about her, but I assume from the way I've seen her and like her air about her, but her makeup doesn't look bad at all. So, and I think she's 43, so she's older, but she looks pretty good. The next one we have is Pearl, who melts my heart because Pearl is the most beautiful boy ever. I didn't like her look in the, like, get to know the queens. Her face looked very round and, like, harsh contour, and I didn't see, like, a lace front. And I still thought she was pretty. And I was, like, intrigued. I was like, I'll see her on the show. It'll be better. And, oh, my God, she's so beautiful. Like, I've been obsessed with Pearl since the show came out. Like, I have, like, 1,000 pictures of Pearl saved in my phone now. Don't call me creepy. I know. She's so pretty. And I just, like, I really like the way she looks, even though I didn't like it at first. It's just something, like, different and edgy and, like, leather and, like, grungy, but, like, still classy and, like, I don't know. I just think she's, like, a good mixture and, like, a good person to be on the show with the people that are on there. I think she's beautiful, and I think she's a hot boy. Oh, my God. When I saw Untucked and I was looking at her, and I was looking at her makeup, because I think Untucked on YouTube is a kind of good idea because I can see the queens more in depth on my phone. I can, like, you know, really look. And her makeup looks so good, and she was so pretty. I was very surprised. I don't know, I think seeing it on TV is different than seeing it on YouTube because it's more personal there. So I kind of like the switch of Untucked, but I think it just made me think more highly of Pearl in the end. The next queen we have is Sasha Belle. I've seen Sasha Belle's videos on Facebook, actually. I know she's, like, kind of funny queen. That's kind of her thing. She seems like a super fan to me. I don't know why that comes across. She's kind of campy and, like, funny looking. But I think she, like, can do it. And she really wants to be on the show. And she has the passion. And, like, let's see how she does, really, is what I'm here for. The next queen is Trixie Mattel. This is the second queen I actually knew before the casting went up. And I think Trixie Mattel has a very, very, very weird way of painting, and I kind of love it. The only thing I do not like is her eyebrows are, like, up here into her hairline. I don't... What? But whatever, she's pretty. She looks like a Barbie doll. Her jokes are funny. I like her attitude. I really like Trixie Mattel. I think she's, like, Barbie dreams. I think everyone would assume that'd be my favorite queen, but I'm all here for Pearl, Max, and Miss Fame, okay? That's my top 3, if you wanted to know. And then the next one we have is Rupaul'S. Okay, so if you've watched the preview for next week's episode, the 6-minute preview on the Logo TV app, if you want to watch that, and you haven't seen it yet, watch it now and come back, because I'm going to talk about it. The next week, we have a clip of the grouping for the next challenge, and you can tell people are kind of rubbed the wrong way by Rupaul'S, and I think her attitude's going to be a problem, but I think she's really, really pretty, and I like the way she looks, but I do often get boy, like Michelle said, like, in the Naked Challenge, like, I think she did a good job, and I think she, like, looked good, but, like, I still get boy. There wasn't, like, breasts and stuff. I don't know. I'd like to see more, like, femininity and, like, boobs and, like, a big butt on her, and, like, I feel like it would just emphasize her, like, 1,000 times more. She would look so much better. Not that she doesn't look good now. And then the last one we have is Tempest du Jour, who went home first on this episode, which was kind of sad. I know she just lost a lot of weight. She's 46 years old, so she's an older queen. A lot of the queens on this season are younger. They're in their 20s. There's only, like, 3 people in their 30s, maybe. But it was kind of sad seeing Tempest du Jour go home, but when I saw her on the preview, I honestly was like, someone's got to go home first. But I like her intro look. I thought it was kind of funny, but, like, I don't know. I just didn't think this competition was made for her, and she's made her name, I think, in drag. If she's 43 years old, she's been doing this for a while, and so she's a costume designer, and she's going to find other success, and she's going to do well in life. So I'm not worried. So, first thoughts on the episode. My standout looks for, like, the beginning and the intros was, let me go back to my little thing. My standout looks for Miss Fame. I loved the dragon thing. Everyone says it reminds them of Vivacious. I can kind of see it, but Fame is more fierce. Come on. And then Max with her newspaper. I feel so bad that Miss Fame ripped it and she like didn't know it was custom, but she's selling it on eBay if you want to buy that. But I think that was a really like unique like thing. I just loved it. And then the next one's Violet. I thought Violet looked really pretty with that purple hair, but again, I'd like to see boobs on her. Like she just looks like a drag queen. Like I liked my drag queens to look very, very, very feminine. Like I don't know. Anyway, and then they switched it up this season and they changed, okay, so they took out She-Male last season, they cut it completely, but they actually added something to go there this season. It says she done already had hers, but I don't know if that's, someone's gonna answer the phone. Someone answer the phone. But I don't know if that works really. She-Male was classic, it was like, it made sense, but I think they just have it say Rumale or something. I think that would be better than She-Male, obviously, because that caused a lot of controversy and it is very transphobic, but I don't think She Done Already Had Hers is a good, it just isn't, it's not the same, it's just not what we need for this season. So if that changes over time, maybe they're going to try new ones this season, we'll see. But they have RuPaul's a Baby, and I know the theme of this season is Born Naked. And so RuPaul is a baby, tells them that they're gonna have all these things, and then RuPaul comes out and they tells them they're not doing photos this year and doing that photo shoot, they're doing runway, fall and spring. Gotta get 2 looks, and they're sponsored by some hair care, and they're gonna do a runway look. So that happens, and barely anyone stood out to me. I watched this episode, and I just don't even think of like the queens, like a majority of the queens. Like the only ones I think of are Violet because of that big reveal, the plaid, it was amazing. And then the one thing I think of about this entire like runway thing is Alaska was there, and I was just super excited because I love Alaska. Who doesn't love Alaska? Who knows? But the ones that stood out to me were Pearl. Obviously, I loved that headphone thing. Oh my god, it was so cute. I want to do my hair like that because I have giant roots going on. I can do it. I'm going to do it this week. You'll see it in a tutorial maybe. But Miss Fame always looks perfect. And I think like her hair always looks like it's so real. And like that blonde wig, it just looks like it came right out of her freaking head. She's perfect. I love Miss Fame. Max stood out to me. I love her looks. I love that long gray hair. I think gray hair is her thing. I don't think I will ever see her in a different color hair, and I hope not because gray hair suits her and it looks good. So the next one we have is Violet. Obviously, that reveal, you go girl. Trixie didn't stand out to me that much, but I really liked her looks. That's all I remember is I liked it and I didn't hate it. I like Trixie. Let's see how this goes. I didn't really like Jasmine Masters' looks. They were just like, I did get the abs thing, I don't understand. But the other one I didn't like was Sasha Belle. She said she was a dragon, and I was like, Anyway, and then Tempest, who wore like giant quilt fabrics that Michelle read her for, thank God, because they looked awful, and she just lost a lot of weight, and she's making herself look fat. Like, come on, don't do that, you look great. There's nothing wrong with being fat, by the way. But I don't know, the rest were not memorable to me at all, and that's just kind of sad, and I wish more. I want to see more. Excited to watch more episodes. But I really like the idea of doing the runway instead of the photos. You see more from the queens and you know what is going on this season. And then we get down to like the big main challenge runway look is the Born Naked theme. So everyone's going to be naked and you want to have a nude illusion. So you want to look like your character naked basically. And Sasha Belle completely missed the mark with that big black bra in the back. And I think they should have read her more for that because everyone was told the same thing and she used that excuse that I didn't understand the assignment. And I'm like, come on, everyone else did. You can look next to you and see, oh, they look like they're completely naked. And that's what I should be doing. And then what else? Jasmine, Sasha, and Candy and Tempest were in the bottom. I think Jasmine rightfully should have stayed. Candy Ho definitely should have been the bottom too. Maybe Sasha instead of her place. And then Tempest deserved that. And I felt bad that she went home, but you know, bound to happen. Everyone goes home unless you're in the top 3 and you get to go on the reunion show and you get to win. That's the goals. And then Miss Fame and Violet were the tops this week, which I think was rightfully won because Violet did that amazing, amazing runway look with this reveal and her runway, like on the main stage runway. naked looked good. I do agree with Michelle on the boy thing. More boobs, look like a woman, you know, the usual. Miss Fame looked kind of pissed when Violet won, but I don't think she really was, so don't read into things. And then I think that concludes the episode, really. The other thing I want to talk about is Untucked moving to YouTube. The only thing that bugged me about this, oh my god, there's a drawer open, was they didn't tell us on TV that it was going to be on YouTube. I already knew prior because I am subscribed to Rupaul'S Presents. Obviously, if you're not, you need to do that. But I think moving to YouTube is going to be a benefit, but it's also going to be a downfall. I'd like to see it on TV. And I think they also made a big mistake putting up that big long preview and just cutting the end of it. Because I literally, when I rewatched it on TV, I only watched the last 5 minutes. And then last season when they did that, it worked because they had Untucked on TV, so you're still watching like at least 40 minutes of the show. And it recorded in one for me. I don't know if that was different for other people, but they still get the 40-minute view off me last time. But I actually watched the whole episode last season, let's be real. But, I don't know, I think that kind of sucked if they put up the 45-minute preview and they cut like Untucked off TV. Then what am I watching? 5 minutes that I didn't get to see on the app? Like, it's a bad idea, logo. Don't do it again. But I wish they would have promoted Untucked being on YouTube. But I think it was a good idea. I like the style. It's way more personal. I liked seeing that they reapply makeup and they have like a bag of it before they go back on stage for like the main who's going home and like safe stuff. I think that was very interesting. I like the style. I just wish it was back on TV so I could see it, but I like the personalness of it being on YouTube, and it could probably make them more money because YouTube views and all the ads, they could do a good job on YouTube. It just, let's ride it out the season and see how it's going to go, and maybe it'll come back on TV if it doesn't go well, but I think it's going to go well. So I think that's all I have to say about this episode of Drag Race. If you liked this one-shot kind of thing of this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race episode 1, season 7, I can do it every week, which I'm planning to do. It'll be up on Wednesdays. This is going up on a Thursday. But yes, I'm going to talk in depth about the queens and the reactions to everything I had on this season. So please be sure to like this video if you enjoyed this style, and if you want to see more, maybe I can do different shows when they come out. Who knows? But be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see my makeup tutorials. I just filmed one on this look. And there will be many more to come, and there's many more done. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see more and be up to date on every week of RuPaul's Drag Race, because this is going to happen and I'm going to make it my mission. I know this video is long, but thank you for staying to the end. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Next week, next Wednesday, we'll have more Drag Race fun. Good luck, and don't fuck it up because you should like this video.